Job flexibility has long been seen as the first step to engaging employees. As many as 54% of office workers claimed they'd leave their current jobs for one that offered more flexible work options. In fact, the Gallup study found that the employee engagement rises as people get to work on their own terms, but not on a full-time basis. Also, top employee engagement rates are noted when 20 to 40% of work time is spent at the office together with the rest of the team. So, employee engagement not only correlates to the work process, but also in regards to how employees view their employer and how they bond with the rest of the team. Now, engagement challenges that remote work brings in are entirely different from the ones you'd encounter in a typical office setting. I'm Anna, and I'm here to help you level up your remote employee engagement skills. Now, what makes remote employees less engaged? Don't assume this is a recent issue that's a result of everyone having to work from home. Even before the worldwide remote work experiment, 2/3 of remote employees were already disengaged. This number is not shocking once you consider all the issues of day-to-day remote collaboration. You've got team members scattered throughout the world. Everyone's experiencing their own separate problems with working from home. And your usual communication is now constantly disturbed by external distractions and lagging internet connections. The strategies you can use to increase employee engagement are in many ways similar, though. They're just placed in a different environment. Let's take a look at some ideas for engaging remote employees you can apply at any time. Number 1. Establish clear goals and prioritize tasks. A chaotic workflow, or worse, no work methods in place will raise employees' stress levels and then have them looking for the next work opportunity as soon as possible. Aim to offer a clear roadmap of what an employee needs to take care of within a given timeline and keep teams accountable for their work, even with minimal supervision. Then you've got your larger goals. These are steps that every person strives to achieve during their career, wanting to advance professionally, go into management, or just grow their own personal brand are some of the key milestones anyone is looking to get from their future workplace. If you can't offer these opportunities, your employees will be less motivated to put their best foot forward. Happy employees are the ones that are able to come up with the ingenious ideas and help your business in return, all because you care about their goals and not just about your business objectives. 2. Improve your internal communication policies. Make sure you're guaranteeing that face-to-face interactions are a daily occurrence. Yes, daily. Continuous communication keeps every single member of your team aware of what's going on within the company. This has them stay consciously connected with their colleagues. 20% of people who are currently working remotely consider that difficulties with collaboration are their number one issue. But the reality is that these problems need to be solved by the employer. It's the company's responsibility to provide all the tools and policies needed for work within a distributed team to be no different than office work. To prevent potentially unproductive situations like employees not bothering to check their messages as often as they should, or people losing track of their tasks, cover the next steps. Put together a company-wide document to include actionable details that anyone can turn to when they can't find a file, or are feeling stuck in an activity, or just don't know what they're supposed to be working on. Establish clear patterns for meetings, sprint reviews, or any other kind of regular event that will require participation of more than 2 to 3 employees. Take every member through a rigorous onboarding process where they'll get to know all of your policies. Make sure everyone has complete access to your communication tools and file storage solutions. Prepare an action plan for tackling technical issues. Handle background noises that interrupt meetings and recordings using CRISP. Provide the right resources to handle both real-time and asynchronous communication. Hold regular reviews that won't add on more stress, like the dreaded performance reviews that are much too typical in the office. Encourage over-communication to increase employee engagement. Nobody should fear to reach out to another colleague when they have a problem just because they don't want to be a nuisance. Number 3, one-on-one meetings beyond just work. Personal one-on-one meetings ensure no one is feeling isolated or left out. Managers get just enough time to focus on what every single individual has to say. A person-to-person interaction lets you engage with your employees and actively listen and solve every single struggle or wish they have. This shows them that you care about them as people, not just workers. On one hand, it's the single most important thing you can do to show your employees that you're willing to listen and help them achieve their goals. Their own feedback can later be used when hiring new people and crafting a better workplace culture. And on the business side, seeing what's going well and where work processes are lacking helps you improve your workflows. This also speeds up work while ensuring high performance standards. Everyone wins. Number 4, make it easy for your team members to bond. Propose virtual team building activities you can have via Zoom. You can grab lunch together or sip on a cup of coffee like you would in a break room, or maybe a after-work happy hour while discussing all the crazy things that are happening in your lives. No need for work issues to disturb these downtime meetings. Specifically, think of ways to engage your employees and help them experience new activities they might only have access to once in a lifetime, like remotely climbing Mount Everest or going on a safari together. Number 5, create a real workplace culture, even remotely. Dedicate a part of your company's efforts to building a real remote culture for your workers. Create a common purpose and then lead by example. Everything should be done based on an overarching goal. But to start working towards this goal, it's ultimately the manager's role to guide people and pose as a role model. So you'll always be the first one to take on new challenges and motivate those around you to pursue this common goal. Reward people. Employee recognition has been linked with engagement for decades now. It's human nature for anyone to expect at least a thank you. Hold special events like workcations and remember to celebrate every single birthday and milestone. All of these add up and make your remote employees feel like they're part of a real family instead of just another place where they get to interact with people. 6, employee engagement surveys. Honestly speaking, no employee is ever going to be honest about their experience when you're directly talking to them. Anonymous employee engagement surveys were created to solve this problem. They help you to pose questions you wouldn't be able to get a sincere answer for, like, how would you like us to improve the company culture? What's the number one aspect you wish we would change about the company? What would determine you to leave the company? The value of these engagement surveys lies in how effective they are at conveying a worker's real feelings and struggles, regardless of whether they're working from an office or remotely. Studies have found that these reports can give you close insights into all the following aspects of your business: work culture, leadership and employee company trust, job expectations, professional development and counseling, employee motivation, work processes and tools, and general feelings towards recognition and rewards. We hope that this video will help you keep your remote employees more engaged, less stressed, and way happier. Let us know your favorite tips in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and check out some of our other videos. See you next time!